Sorry guys, you gotta deal with me multitasking again today. I've got a big game versus Lions. The real Cowboys got a big game versus the Lions too. But I'm 1-2, and the real Cowboys are 2-1. Jerry's Cowboys are doing better than my Cowboys. But I only lost one game. It was the other loss was a sim because I couldn't connect or whatever. You don't know all that. But I think we are exactly where I thought we would be at this point. I thought we would be 2-1. Redskins was going to be our toughest victory. I didn't want to push them aside and say we were going to easily beat the Redskins because I knew that wasn't going to happen. But we gutted it out and we beat the Redskins and ended up 2-1. Now, if somehow we can do that again and beat the Detroit Lions and end up 3-1 before the break, we'd be in gorgeous shape. Now, I thought we'd be 2-2 by then. I thought we'd beat the Redskins, beat the 49ers, lose to the Jets, and lose to the Lions. But now, I don't know. And I tell you why I don't know. We can get pressure on Matt Stafford. We can get to Stafford quickly. So we can make that offense unsteady. Their running game, I'm sure we can stop their running game. Best will probably do the same thing as Felix. You know, he'll hit a big one here and there, but I think we can pretty much shut down their consistent running game. They won't be able to get that off on us. So I think we have a real strong chance of beating the Lions. Now, where we are weak with the Lions, all the predictions I did predict this was the game that Tony Romo was to die. And I don't think I can back up off on that one simply because the way I saw Bill Nagy blocking in the interior of that offensive line versus Stephen Bowen. Bowen put him on his behind several times. In some plays, it didn't look like Nagy belonged in the NFL yet, or on the NFL field yet. So we are very weak in the interior of our offensive line. And we have real men coming at Tony Romo. I'm not kidding with you guys. Sue is a dangerous human being. And he's going to come straight up the middle. And if we don't have anybody to put some hats on him, last year we put 2 heavy hats on him. You know, run blocking was Leonard Davis and Gerard's thing. And we put 2 hats on him. And he would just split them. So this Sue thing, and Fairley's probably going to be back, is in our interior line is very weak. The one thing I see them doing well is they group themselves together on passing down. They group themselves together and create a pocket for Tony Romo to throw the ball, a quick pocket. But our passes, they're going to have to come out really quick because the interior is going to be occupied. They're going to have to put 2 on them. They're going to have to put 2 on each guy probably. You know, if you put 2 on one and not on one on the other one's going to go off. So we've got to group that in middle of the offensive line and watch those edges because they can send speed people through there. It's going to be tough. Detroit, I mean, you think Megatron and you think Stafford, I think we can control that as much as it can be controlled. I mean, you throw the ball up to Megatron, nobody. I mean, I'm sorry, there's nobody that can stop that. I mean, if it's thrown at the right velocity up in the air for him to go and grab it, there's nothing any human being out there playing NFL can do other than hit him in the stomach or something. I don't know what you can do because he'll still hold on to the ball. So it's going to be a tough one. This is our turning point. If we can win this game, then we can be a valid team for the rest of the season. We will be there for the playoffs. We will be there fighting for the playoffs. I'm not saying we're going to get into the playoffs yet, but I said we'll be there fighting for the playoffs and things of that sort. A quick word about Tony Romo before we leave, because you know a lot of stuff. You know, people will go over here with Tony. I hate Tony Romo, and then over here I love Tony Romo and everything like that. Let me just say where I'm at with Tony Romo. I'm very critical of him at this point. And I'm going to continue to stay critical of him until we get a ring, because that's what I measure him off of. Wins in the regular season, he does this. He's a great quarterback throwing the football and doing things. He's awesome. But he's got to win a Super Bowl, because that's not what it's about. These little battles, That's not what it's about. You got to win these little battles to set yourself up for the war, and then you got to win the war. And you young Cowboy fans, you don't know what it's like to actually walk around better than everybody else after you win a Super Bowl. You don't know how that feels. We did it for you. People who follow the 90 Cowboys, we did it for years. We were like, whoa. And we know how that team was built. We know how some of us watched that team go from Landry to crap and watch Jimmy Johnson build it up, and we knew how it was done. And now we want these guys to do the same things, to raise themselves up to that level and win a Super Bowl, because that's what it's about. Not excitement, not this and not that. It's about winning that ring. And Tony's got to do it. Now, what I did like get from Tony Romo, which blew my mind, is that was one game where I saw him really, actually become a leader out there on a football field. Some other times it was fakey, like he was doing leadery stuff, trying to play the role of a leader. This last week, I don't think he was trying to play any role. I don't think it was complete 100% honesty of his play out there on the football field. He was mad at the offensive line for the center for the snaps. He was trying to get the receivers and tell them where to go. He was in total control of his football team. Stats were not good. I don't care about stats. Never have. Stats are for fools. He played within himself, and he played within his offense, and he did what he needed to do to win. That's what I like. I don't care about a 400-yard game. I don't care about all this other crap that some younger Cowboys care about. I care about getting that W, and I care about a quarterback that knows how to get that W. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to this Lions game, and we'll see if we can hit this by 3-1. All right. Now get back to my game, man. Y'all getting on my nerves. Peace out. Holla.